Cichy Stadium in Fargo, North Dakota. Good evening, everybody. I'm Jed Thomas alongside my partner Lucas Johnson as we get set for North Dakota High School boys soccer action as the Shanley Deacons prepare to take on the West Fargo High School Packers. Well, folks, they don't get much better than this one. Two of the top teams in the state battle it out right here on Shanley TV. First, we'll have a brief word from our sponsors, but stay tuned, folks. Great game coming up.
This broadcast is presented by American Family Insurance, Ken Craft Agency, Bell Bank, Butler Machinery Company, the Fargo Jet Center, First International Bank and Trust, Form Communications, Luther Family Buick GMC, Master Construction, More Engineering, Netrix IT, Northern Improvement Company, Off the Wall Advertising, Robert Gibb and Sons, Sanford Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, Shields All Sports in Fargo, and TCI Insurance.
Good evening, folks, and welcome back to North Dakota High School boys soccer action. I'm Jed Thomas alongside Lucas Johnson as the Shanley Deacons get ready to take on the West Fargo Packers. And Lucas, what a game we have here tonight.
Absolutely, Jed. You know, when you get two top teams in the EDC here facing off, one of which West Fargo, whose only losses come to Shanley in a 4-3 defeat. All four of those goals coming from Shanley's Jake Reinholtz. Really look for West Fargo to maybe key in on that, maybe play a little stronger defense against Jake Reinholtz. But as we've seen, it's a tough thing to do. On Shanley's side here, look for them to keep up the strong defense they have been playing in the past few games. With a combined effort there, should be a good game.
Should be a real fun one to watch indeed. And, you know, you mentioned Jake Reinholtz and how West Fargo is going to have to try and stop him. And that's a pretty tall order. You know, Jake Reinholtz is on an absolute tear this season. He's got 27 goals already and has broken the Shanley single-season goal-scoring record. You know, as much as you try to draw it up on paper, it is just a much harder task in real life to defend Jake Reinholtz.
Absolutely. He's just a monster out there. Somehow, like we had talked before this, he always seems to be in position, whether how many guys we've seen in previous games. We've seen three guys on him and still have him walk away with the ball. So that being said, like you said, having it drawn up on paper, yeah, it's easy to stick three guys on that. But with a guy of his caliber and talent, it is a tough thing to do.
And, you know, I think the big thing about Jake Reinholtz is he just kind of has that combination of everything you're looking for, just a really well-rounded player. He's a tall guy at 6'1" who can box out a lot of opponents. He's extremely fast, very high soccer IQ, always seems to be in the right position because he knows where to be. And, of course, he's just got that natural talent that's such a huge part of his game. You can really see it in his play. West Fargo, though, is not intimidated. As you mentioned earlier, this is a West Fargo team with one loss on the season, and that is to Shanley. They were separated by one goal. So the Packers are going to be out for revenge here tonight.
So on occasion, yell out some superlatives for these guys. So,
just about ready to get underway here. They're going to start things off with the ball. It's Va and Osman in there to get things going. Just about ready here, awaiting the opening whistle. Season is starting to enter its later stages, so this should be a real big game in determining who's got the momentum heading into state between these two teams.
Like you said, Jed, West Fargo might be coming out with a little chip on their shoulder. The last time these two teams met, only separated by one goal. And you know, anytime that happens to a team, they're going to play a little harder, a little faster out there. It'll be interesting to see how they start off here this first half.
And with the whistle, we're underway as Osman checks it back to his mid. Right there was Anderson to intercept. Ball's checked over. It was intended for EC, but it's just going to roll back to the keeper. So a strong start for the Deacons early as they get good penetration on the Packers. Mongar will throw. He was trying centered, but it went right off the head of the defender there. It was Noah Schaefer, and it goes out of bounds. It'll be Deacon ball. Fast start here for Shanley. The throw-in goes back to Bush, played over to Odegaard, and Odegaard gives it right back to Bush. Passing back and forth, Odegaard sends it on goal. That one took quite the turn, though, and went out of bounds. Worth mentioning, there's a very strong wind here blowing from north to south, and that's definitely going to play a big role here in today's game.
Those goals we see coming from West Fargo this first half and Shanley in the second, might be smarter to play that one a little lower, get a little more distance out of it.
Olivier's ball goes way up in the air and rolls out of bounds, and they'll say that last went off the Packers. Throw in from Dietz. He's got Anderson downfield. Anderson checks it back over the head of the defender and then goes down. He got boxed out by Olivier. Ball finds its way up to the Packer forwards, and now it's Simon busting it out. Lucas Simon looking for a man. Deacons come in to take it away, though. Still with the ball, it's Osman. Osman tied up with Noah. Noah on the ground fighting for it. Still going here as that ball rolls out of play. They'll say it was off of West Fargo. Ball back in play now. Deacons trying to get out of their zone. Odegaard has it. He gives off over to Russell. Russell sends it upfield to Dietz. Dietz now surveys, sends a ball downfield. He's got Reinholtz streaking in. Reinholtz could not get to it, though. Mongar was there for West Fargo. Anderson over to Dietz. Dietz centers. It's poked away. It goes out of bounds off the Packers. Good defense early from West Fargo here.
That's going to be key here tonight. Shanley's notorious for having time of possession just dominate in that area. So this Packer defense will definitely be tested here tonight.
Quick throw in from Dietz. He's got it. He gives off to Odegaard. Odegaard and out of bounds. Nadi Odegaard, a key playmaker for the Deacons, a great setup man. He's been dishing that ball to Jake Reinholtz all season long. It's been a fun combo to watch. Olivier sends a ball downfield. Simon is there to get it. He's got to fight for it, though. Noah and Odegaard both tried to make the play. They could not, but then Fritz intercepts and gives it off to Reinholtz. Reinholtz pops it back and then makes a great pass over to Odegaard. Odegaard couldn't get it under control, but Jake Reinholtz comes back in. He couldn't take it away. Fritz heads it up in the air. Osman's in the zone, and that ball's cleared by Luke Noah. Ball still in Packer possession, though. They're continuing to march downfield. Deacons trying to make a stand. It's Max Bush who made the play. Odegaard up to Reinholtz. Reinholtz now with a little space on the near side. He gives off to Anderson. Anderson weaving through defenders. Ball sent upfield by Schaefer. Muhammad looking for a man upfield. He had Va, but put too much on it and sent it out of bounds. Throw in, goes straight to Noah. Noah gives off back to Russell. Noah couldn't get in there. He collided with Simon. Va on the near side gets the ball off to Simon. Simon checks it right back to Va. Va tied up, still with it, centering ball. That one is kicked right back by Max Bush.
Nice job there, clearing that ball out of the zone, trying not to let West Fargo set up right in front of the net there.
Throw in taken by Fritz, and he sends it right off into the stands. 35 minutes left here in the first half. Both teams have made solid pushes. Things look pretty equal right now. Fritz trying to clear it upfield, went off of his own man. Playing a little... Hold on, that ball went way out of bounds. Looks like it's going to pop back into the West Fargo zone. It'll be a throw-in for the Packers. Olivier's throw-in goes off the feet of Odegaard and out of bounds. Nice job there by the Packers to advance it forward. Muhammad's throw-in. Popped up high in the air. Packers trying to get under control. Osman looking for Va. Fritz right there. Ball goes just past the Deacon net and rolls out of bounds. A narrow miss for West Fargo.
West Fargo doing a nice job putting some pressure of their own on, testing this Deacon defense.
It'll be a corner kick here for the Packers. That ball immediately met by the head of Luke Noah. Rolls upfield. Jake Reinholtz is there. Reinholtz circles, sends the ball downfield. He's got Anderson streaking in. It's Anderson working against Olivier. He's trying to get back to the ball, and then it's sent out of bounds by Olivier.
TJ Anderson showing some of that speed, closing that gap between him and the ball real quick. Look for that to be a big factor here tonight.
TJ Anderson, another one of those dynamic forwards for the Deacons, and you're right, Lucas, speed is one of his biggest weapons. Also, he's got some great moves when he gets the ball in his feet, so you got to watch out for him.
Entering into the pitch for the Deacons, number 4, Christian Larson.
Throw in here for the Deacons. Pops right in front of the West Fargo net. The ball was loose. But Reinholtz did not see it there. It was right behind him. It rolled out of bounds. And now it's going to be a corner kick here for the Deacons. Bush on the kick, curling in towards the net, goes off the head of a Packer defender. Dietz meets it right outside the box, trying to get it in on net. Ball sent out of bounds by West Fargo.
Deacons now with some pressure of their own, really trying to set something up here, get a good chance.
Quick throw in. Larson sends it back to Russell. Fritz now takes it at the 50. He moves in, trying to get it downfield. It's intercepted. And now the Packers trying to clear. Ball downfield intended for Osman. It's Va, though, who it ends up going to. Va trying to work around Russell. Centering ball off the head of Fritz. It goes upfield. Odegaard trying to get in there to take it away. He cannot. Neither can Larson. Va still with it. Makes a great move. Shot on goal. Jared Fowler is there. Jared Fowler tested early here, but he stays strong in net. And, you know, Jared Fowler has not been tested very much early on in these games this year.
He has not. You know, Jed, that was some great footwork there by Va to at least set something up, give himself a chance. Got that kick, maybe not right where he wanted it, right towards Jared Fowler, but nonetheless a great opportunity for West Fargo.
Deacons trying to get that ball out of a tie-up on the far sideline, and they will. Ball centered for Odegaard, rolling downfield, though, and it's going to go out of bounds before Shanley can catch up to it. Packers looking to get this one away from their zone. Ball still tied up on that far sideline. Nobody can get it free, and Monger pops it up and out of bounds. Noah throws in. Ball goes past Odegaard. Mongar retreats to retrieve for West Fargo. Ball checked back upfield. Oh, Bush goes sky high for the header there. Packers still have it under control. Larson trying to get it. He cannot. Now Va showing off that footwork. Gives it off to Muhammad. Muhammad circles back looking for a man. Va takes it. Va, though, too many Deacons there for him to handle. Odegaard has it. Odegaard sends it upfield. He's got a man. He just didn't put quite enough on it for Anderson. And I tell you what, Lucas, if he had just put a little more on that ball, TJ Anderson would have been in the clear.
That was well set up. TJ, we could see that he was calling for that ball early on, trying to get some separation from the defenseman, but trying not to go off sides either. Set up really well, just not executed the way they would have liked.
Throw in here for the Deacons, goes in towards the net. Bounced forward by the Packers. Simon playing it forward. Larson able to get there. He gives off to Bush. Bush now over to Larson. To Hager on the far side. Hager sends it downfield. He's got Reinholtz. Jake Reinholtz in position. The ball just didn't quite bounce where it needed to be. And Reinholtz so close, but couldn't quite get there. And that ball bounced, looked like almost too close to Jake Reinholtz.
He was a little close to that ball for how high that bounced. You know, if it would have bounced a little lower, he might have been able to get a foot on there. Just not how he would have wanted that one to go.
I think we saw the wind playing a factor there in the direction of that ball. A quick header, into the back of the net. My goodness, Jake Reinholtz.
Go!
Take a look at this replay here. How about Jake Reinholtz? We mentioned his height there, and you see it on display as he gets the header into the net. We had just finished talking about how he was real close to a goal, and sure enough, he just gets one on the next possession there.
That's right, Jed. You know, looking back, he still had 3 guys on there, but, you know, with his height ability, and that was a well-placed ball for him to be able to go up and get that. Great play.
The Packers come charging out here, wasting no time. They're looking to make a statement and try to tie things up. Noah sends the ball upfield. It's taken away by West Fargo. Odegaard got the block. Noah sends it way downfield, and the Deacons get the clear, although it does bounce out of bounds. So it's a 1-0 lead for Shanley now as we are at 29 minutes left in the first half. Anderson with it. Looking for a man, he sends it upfield. Reinholtz tracking it down. Ball bounces near Reinholtz. He can't settle it down, though. Again, it just bounces too high up in the air. I tell you what, if not for a couple of bounces here, Jake Reinholtz could be on the board even more than he already is. Reinholtz fighting there with Olivier. It was Olivier who won the battle that time, though. Fritz sends the ball upfield. Schaefer gives off to Olivier.
12, Max Bush. And off the header, your scorer, number
Easy.
10, Jacob
Works his way past
Reinholtz.
Anderson, and now Hamza is after it. Hager is there to try and take it away. Jack Hager now looking for a man. He got it upfield, but no one is there as Mongar will chase it down. Mongar sends that ball up. It's taken by Eliakim. Odegaard intercepts for the Deacons. He gives off back to Bush. Ball was sent upfield, though. The Packers could not get back to it, though. Eliakim sends it forward. Fritz pops it up in the air. And a great effort there from Noah to keep it in bounds. However, the Packers end up with it. Easy sends it upfield. It's headed by Dietz, and then a shot on goal from Osman is grabbed by Fowler. Fowler with a nice low kick here. Goes off the feet of Hamza, but is then sent upfield by Olivier. Russell just lets that one roll out of bounds. It'll be Deacon ball now.
Welcome onto the pitch for your Deacons, number 18, McDowell.
Some substitutions here now
Hudson.
as the ball's thrown into Bush and played right back to Russell. Russell gives it off up to Larson. Larson now to Odegaard. Dietz trying to get to the ball. Olivier, though, sends it out of bounds. Reinholtz throwing it in now. Bush with it. He gives off back to Reinholtz. Now Bush over to Odegaard. Odegaard looking for Reinholtz. Too many Packer defenders there, though. Deacons trying to keep the ball in their possession, but it goes out of bounds off Johnny Dietz. Waiting for the throw in here. Olivier gives it back to his defender. Schaefer tried to send that one upfield. It was blocked, though, by Anderson and goes out of bounds. And Anderson looks to be in a little bit of pain there. Hopefully he just had the wind knocked out of him. He did take a
And
ball
welcome
right
back
to
onto
the
pitch,
side
number
there.
11, Michael Noah.
Mike Noah checks back in for the Deacons. Bush heads off to the bench. McKinnon sends a ball upfield. Hamza couldn't get it under control, nor can Schaefer. Anderson with a spin move there. He gives off to Dietz. Dietz looking for a man. Larson was too far out in front of it. Anderson swoops back in and takes it away. Anderson tied up with 2 Packers. Still in control. TJ Anderson gives off to Odegaard. Odegaard looking for Reinholtz, headed forward by Manga. Hamza sends it up. Noah trying to keep it in the Packers zone. Noah able to keep it in bounds. He's tied up with a man, and now Larson has it. Larson up to Anderson. Anderson in trouble, looking for a man. TJ Anderson loses that ball. Larson can't get it under control. Some scuffling going on there. Dietz trying to get to it. Va could not get away from him. Noah with it now. Noah looking for Anderson. Ball is finally cleared by Schaefer. Fritz heads it up in the air. Simon gets to it. An opportunity now for the Packers, but Jake Fritz is right there to take it away and send it upfield. Schaefer gives it off forward to Muhammad. Larson goes down to the ground to take it away. Odegaard sends it upfield. He was looking for Reinholtz. Instead, he found Manga. Odegaard goes down off some contact from Hamza there, and they'll whistle him. It'll be Deacon ball.
You know, Jed, this game's becoming a physical game. We've seen some contact just about on every play. Both teams here really wanting to come away with this win.
And, you know, that's something you'll see a lot between two teams that are both familiar with each other and both big rivals. Not surprised at all to see a little bit of chippiness there, as these two teams just want so badly to beat each other. Russell will throw in for the Deacons. He has Odegaard. Odegaard with a couple Packers around him. He gets the ball off to Dietz. The ball is then sent forward by Muhammad. Russell up to Larson. Larson in trouble. He goes down. Simon bumped him. Packers now trying to mount an attack. Fritz was there to take it away. Larson trying to get to the ball. It's Dietz instead for Shanley. Larson heads it forward. Oh, a nice kick there from Cichy. Fritz with a nice header of his own. Noah sends it forward. Trying to get that ball under control was Hamza. He could not. Larson stutter step looking for a man. He's got Russell. Russell sends it upfield over the head of Anderson. Olivier sent it forward, but Anderson right there in position. Anderson goes down, and they'll whistle the Packers. Fritz, quick give off to Reinholtz. Reinholtz looking for a man. That ball went right off of a Packer defender and pops forward to Va. Va sends it upfield. Fritz in a foot race with Osman. Jake Fritz able to get there. Scanning the field, looking for a man. He just has to send it off out of bounds. And my goodness, that one might have cleared the bleachers. Jake Fritz displaying his powerful leg. Waiting for the throw in now. It'll be Osman to do it.
Substitution
Osman
for your Packers, number 5.
with a toss. It was intended for Simon there. Fritz heads it forward. Noah trying to bust it out. Ball poked forward, though, by Osman. Larson over to Odegaard. Right back to Larson. Now upfield to Noah. Noah sends it downfield. Long pass from Mike Noah, and Hansen won't catch it. Ball rolls out of bounds.
It was the right idea there, Jed. Try and stretch the field a little bit. Give Miguel Hansen a little try to see if he can catch up there. Just placed a little too far ahead.
22 minutes left in the first half. The Deacons maintain a 1-0 lead. Larson centers. He's got Dietz. Dietz looking for a man, but we've got a whistle. And Larson was down at the back end of that play. Not quite sure what the call is, though. I think it'll be a free kick here for the Deacons. Fritz here to kick this ball. Should be a good opportunity for the Deacons here. Fritz in perfect position. That ball, though, headed right up by the Packer defenders. Drops in front of the net!
What a goal!
Oh, what a play! Jake Reinholtz!
Is that man never not in front of the net?
Look at this. I don't even think he got it with his head. He got it with his shoulder. My gosh!
There again, that wind might have played a factor. That ball straight up in the air, coming down. The wind might have blown that a little bit, but it doesn't matter. Jake Reinholtz still able to catch a piece of it, and that ball finds the back of the net.
The Deacons up 2-0 now. Jake Reinholtz already has 2 goals. And He's done one with his head and one with maybe a combination of his neck and his shoulder. Still not one with his feet, but it doesn't really matter. Jake Reinholz can score, it seems, from anywhere on the field with any part of his body. He's just such a weapon.
Substitution for your Deacons.
Muhammad bringing it forward for the Packers. Once again, West Fargo just set that ball right down and got to it. They did not take any time to get it set. And you have to respect what they're doing here. West Fargo is just trying to have a short memory and get right back to the action. They don't want to dwell on the goals. They just want to move past them. And I tell you what, here on Shanley's home turf in a tough game, that's the exact attitude you've got to have.
Exactly, and right now they're just trying to keep some possession time and try and set something up. They've had a couple nice chances, but never really any, sustained chances. So look for that to try and become a goal of theirs.
Hamza had that ball taken away. Reinholz has it now. He sends a ball upfield. He's got Anderson streaking in. Anderson gets the ball under control. Shot on goal. Scores!
Talk about speed, Jet. I mean, he caught up to that ball so quick. Look at this replay here. Runs right past both of the defenders, just chips it by, made that look so easy.
Just crazy, his ability to make up so much ground with so little time. He's able to not only get in front of the defenders, but get enough space to get a shot off, and now it is 3-0. The Deacons are rolling right now. Jake Reinholz on the assist on that one. So still finding a way to make an impact there. TJ Anderson, though, he hasn't gotten a ton of goals this year, in part because of the job Reinholz has been doing. But right there you see why once Jake Reinholz graduates, they'll have a great guy to just slide right into his role.
And TJ did a nice job there kind of getting his body in front of that second defender so that West Fargo defender didn't have a chance to get his own leg in there. And with TJ's speed, he was able to fly right by him.
Coming at the 19th minute, assisted by number 9, Jake Fritz.
If you've enjoyed watching Jake Reinholz tonight, don't forget to watch him tomorrow on Friday at 6 p.m. for the homecoming football game, as he'll be kicking for the Deacons in their homecoming game against Grafton.
Off a sprint, number 60,
that game, of course, will be brought to you on Shanley TV. Should be a fun one to watch. Packers now in a real bit of trouble right now. They had looked really strong to start this game off, but they're having trouble now giving up 2 quick goals there. Now with 18:50 left in the first half, they're going to have to do something quick here to try to get some momentum back on their side.
And it'll be important, Jed, for West Fargo not to panic because there's plenty of soccer left to be played. And they, like you said, they have been playing well. They just kind of had a little hiccup there. So kind of go back to the things you were doing right before and set up some more chances.
And in soccer, you see a team drop 3 goals in the first half and it really starts to sound the alarms. Obviously, rightfully so. But the thing you've got to remember here is that West Fargo is just like Shanley in the sense that they can unleash a flurry of goals in a very quick manner of time. It's just something that the Packers have to try to find here against a Deacon team that not only has a great offense, but also a great defense backing them up.
That's right. And, as we've seen tonight, Jared Fowler hasn't really been tested at all this season. So if West Fargo can get a couple shots in there, maybe test them a little bit, see if they can't get a little roll of their own going.
Dietz in good position here. He centers that ball. Reinholz is coming in, but strong D from the Packers as they're going to try to take that opportunity away. That ball bouncing out of bounds from the West Fargo defender. Dietz will throw in now. He hesitates, looking for a man. He throws downfield, trying to get that to Reinholz. Schaefer sent it forward, and then Odegaard sent it out of bounds. 17:30 here left in the first half. Bryce McKinnon to send this one downfield. That one off the head of Muhammad and out of bounds. Deacon ball now. The throw from Dietz finds its way to Reinholz. He heads it over to Anderson. Anderson looking for Odegaard. It's popped forward by the Packer defense. Noah tied up with Osman. He couldn't win that battle. Va trying to send it forward. Fritz makes the stop. Fight for the ball there, and a nice play made by Max Bush. But that ball is going to roll out of bounds just before Odegaard could catch up to it.
Might be giving it to Shanley there, maybe a tripping call. I don't know if that's a call in soccer. I'm not real well versed in that area.
Some form of a tripping physical whistle there. Nonetheless, it's Deacon ball as that ball's kicked down right off the hands of McKinnon. Osman sends it forward, trying to get it out of trouble. Hansen trying to center for the Deacons. Bush sends it in on goal. Oh, off the hands of McKinnon and in! Are you kidding me?
Take a look at this replay. Just a rocket.
I don't think Max Bush was really expecting that ball to have such a good chance on net, but he just fired a laser towards Bryce McKinnon.
Not able to get enough on that to stop, but man, oh man, what a kick there by Max Bush. Deacons up 4-0 now in the first half.
Well, a very, very good first half right now for Shanley as they lead 4-0. 2 goals from Jake Reinholtz, 1 from TJ Anderson, and now 1 from Max Bush on a real nice kick.
Number 3, Jack Hager.
We'd like to give a shout-out to former Shanley TV color man, a legend you could call him, Wyatt Lyer. Thanks for tuning in. So glad to hear you're listening.
Wyatt, I took your job.
Thank you, Lucas, for the graceful words.
I had to get my 2 cents in.
Throw in there for the Packers gets tied up there in the corner of the field. Deacons trying to get that ball back. Physical play there in the corner, trying to get that ball back. It looks like Mike Noah wins that battle for the Deacons. Now Shanley trying to settle things down and get the clear. Packers just trying to keep it in the zone. Osman could not get it under control. Ball rolls out of bounds off of Shanley. 15-15 left in the first half. Throw in. Odegaard trying to win the battle there for Shanley. Packers having trouble keeping this ball in the zone. That ball checked back to Schaefer. He has a high kick that falls right in front of Russell. And now coming in is Osman. Osman trying to get a shot on goal. Jake Fritz sends it away. And once again, Fritz sends it way out of bounds.
Not even taking a chance with that ball, just booting that way out of bounds.
West Fargo will get the throw in now. Waiting for things to get set here. It'll be Fritz Seville to throw in.
Number 13, Thiago Choi.
Choi checks in for the Deacons.
And your
as it looks like Dietz is going to leave with an injury. We saw him get up slow there gingerly on his right leg, it looked like. Hopefully he's okay, as he's a real key for the Deacons, a guy who can play really anywhere on the field, and so they'll be hoping to get him back.
Looks like he's able to walk over to that bench under his own power after being helped off, so hoping for a speedy return there.
Substitution for your Packers, number 8, Zach Tang.
Substitution for the Packers as well as Zach Tang comes in. The throw-in now, taken by West Fargo, but then given up to the Deacons. Reinholtz sends it downfield, met by Olivier. Odegaard trying to get it out of the zone. He retreats and then looks for a man. He's got Noah. Luke Noah looking downfield, gives up to Mike Noah. Ball bounces over to Hager and then goes out of bounds off of West Fargo. Noah with the quick throw-in, trying to get it up to Odegaard. Olivier sends it up in the air, and it falls out of bounds. Deacon's going to have it, though, in good position.
We've seen some good things happen here on that side of the Packer field, so look for maybe a little more Reinholtz magic to come.
The throw-in from Hager, falling right in front of the net. The header from Noah goes out of bounds. Just a little too much on it. It was too high. 13:45 left now in the first half. Hager almost made a great play on that ball, but Olivier was right there. Olivier sends it up the near sideline, and I think that ball rolled out of bounds. So
out of bounds.
Deacons are going to get a good opportunity here. Hager once again throwing it in. He does a great job getting a lot behind those throws. That time, though, West Fargo was able to box out the Shanley forwards. Luke Noah comes in, trying to keep this ball in the offensive zone. Reinhold's trying to settle it down. And then a whistle as they blow that play dead. Schaefer keeps it on the ground, gives it off upfield to Viamungu. Manga sends it up. He had a man, but slipping was Samuel. Deacons now getting it back in their possession. Reinholtz comes in, trying to find a man to give it off to. Noah falls back to get it back in Deacon control. That ball finds its way past Luke Noah. Osman retreats to get it under control. Osman looking for a man. No one's there, and Noah sends it up and out of bounds.
West Fargo just not able to get a whole lot of possession time here in the past few minutes. That needs to improve if they want to give themselves some chances.
And again, Lucas, I think we're just seeing how well-rounded the Shanley team is. They put so much pressure on you with their offense, and then once you get the ball, it's just so hard to get that ball past their defense. Ball goes out of bounds there off of Mangar. Deacons will get the throw in. 11:54 left in the first half. Shanley firing on all cylinders. Reinholtz heads it forward. Viamungu gets it under control for West Fargo. Nobody there to take it. Olivier steps in. Olivier now clearing. That ball headed forward by Fritz. Packers trying to get it back under control. Odegaard, though, sends it downfield. He's got Anderson. Anderson tried to give it off to Choi. Anderson, though, will just keep it himself. He's got Reinholtz. Reinholtz with the header on towards the goal. Oh, just wide. Trying to complete the hat trick here.
It was a great pass over to Reinholtz, and they both seem to be on the same page there because it was foot to head, no problem.
Just not quite making it into that net, a little too far out in front. Va sends that ball upfield, trying to get it under control. There's Fritz Seville. Fritz Seville looking for a man. He's got Osman. Osman now circles back, trying to get the first good opportunity here for West Fargo. Va tied up. He can't win that battle. Packers, though, doing a good job keeping it in the zone. Centering ball, and it's just Fritz there as he'll send it forward for Shanley. Mongar's ball goes off the head of Fritz Seville and out of bounds. Packers will turn it over to the Deacons. At this time, we'd like to remind you that Shanley TV is made possible in part by the Shanley Athletic Club and their generous members. Check out their website today at shanleyathleticClub.com to learn how your membership contributes to Shanley TV, the Deacon Den, and many other student-athlete needs. While you're there, be sure to renew your annual membership by clicking the Join Now button or become a member if you're not one already. It's easy to become a member and anyone can join, so sign up today. The Shanley Athletic Club, taking Deacon athletics to a higher level. Packers now looking a bit stronger here on offense. They've done a good job keeping the ball in their possession. Right now, though, they just got to try to get in on goal. They haven't had many clear looks here as the Deacons have put a lot of bodies in front of the net and really clogged up the scoring lanes. Mongar's ball up to midfield. Viamungu gives it off to a man on the far sideline. In there, though, is Noah to send it forward. Noah trying to get this ball out of the Deacon zone. Mike Noah gives it off up to Jake Reinholtz.
I think they're going to say... Well, something happened behind the play there.
Something did indeed happen, Lucas.
Oh, there was a whistle.
And there was a whistle. They'll turn the ball over to the Deacons now. And it'll be Jake Fritz to kick this one. 9:05 on the clock. Fritz with a long ball. That ball goes through the legs of Mongar. It's sent forward. Shanley trying to track it down. It's just Packers there right now. Odegaard gives it off to Choi. Headed forward by Viamungu. Choi trying to take this one away from Va. He's looking for Osman. Russell trying to box him out. Osman in position. Shot. Splits the uprights as it goes out of bounds. Osman just put a little too much on it, but how about that speed there from Muhammad Osman? He almost made a great play.
Matt Russell's no slouch either. He's quite the speed demon himself. Great opportunity there for West Fargo, just not able to capitalize.
And that's a good point, Lucas. It is not often you'll see someone outrun Matt Russell there. So West Fargo again showing that potential.
Larson, and number 5, Naughty Odegaard.
Fowler's ball over the head of Bush, then sent forward by Easy. Simon couldn't get it, but he will get it back off the header, although that ball's going to roll out of bounds off of Shanley. Eliakim to throw it in. He's got Easy. Easy at the 40 has to give it off back to his defender. Ball sent forward. Fritz Seville couldn't get to it, and then a whistle. They'll turn the ball over to the Packers. West Fargo could really use some points on the board here before this first half is up. Shanley just looking really strong right now, although in these last few minutes, West Fargo has kept the pressure in the Deacon zone.
It'll be a good opportunity here for West Fargo to try and set something up, see if anything happens.
Ball sent downfield by Schaefer. It's headed up by a couple Deacon defenders, and Fritz is going to try to bust it out. Jake Fritz able to get that one out of trouble, although he's tied up by Simon. Simon now sends it downfield. Russell heads it forward. No one at midfield. Odegaard trying to take it away. Odegaard goes down. The ball rolls forward. Hamza now with it. He's trying to find a man. He's got Easy. Easy over to Fritz Seville. Fritz Seville centers, looking for Osman. Fritz box him out. Easy is there, though. Odegaard upfield to Anderson. Anderson now taking it, trying to use that speed to get the corner. TJ Anderson moving in. He waits for Reinholtz, although Reinholtz had that one poked away by Olivier. Odegaard upfield looking for Anderson. He's going to try to catch it before it rolls out. Centering on towards the goal, headed away by the Packer D. Olivier tripped. Ball sent upfield. Easy's there. Larson couldn't take it away. The ball goes out of bounds, though, off of West Fargo. Matt Russell going to throw this one in, but not before the Deacons make some substitutions.
Welcome on to the pitch for the Deacons. Number 8, Johnny Dietz, and number 8,
Miguel Hansen in for the Shanley Deacons, and Johnny Dietz back on the field after walking off with an injury. That's great to see for Shanley. Russell looking for someone to throw it to. That one headed forward by Odegaard. Immediate clear attempt here for the Packers. Osman, great job winning that battle against Larson. Vaz up there, but the ball was sent forward by Fritz, and it finds its way to Anderson. Anderson just going to send this one in on goal. Easy grab for McKinnon.
Anderson hoping Jake Reinholtz would be right in that spot. Not necessarily a miscommunication, but right idea.
Packers now moving this ball into the Deacon zone. Va has it. He's got Osman up the left side. Osman trying to beat Matt Russell. This time Russell was able to catch him. Va now has it in center field. It's sent forward by Larson. Ball still in control of the Packers. Packers trying to get on the board here late in the first half. That ball off of Hansen to Va. Va working his way around the Deacon defenders, cutting back inside. He's tripped up. He falls. Fritz gets it forward. Anderson now trying to win the race against Schaefer. Schaefer sends it out of bounds, and TJ Anderson does a flip out of bounds. Anderson throws it downfield. Reinholtz trying to get up to it. Ball headed up in the air by Olivier, and then Reinholtz goes down. Contact made there by Olivier, and I believe they will whistle him for it. So Jake Fritz going to take this ball now for the Deacons. Just over 4 minutes left in the first half. Shanley in control here, up 4-0. Fritz taking the kick for Shanley, sends it in towards goal. That ball, though, goes into a host of Packers. Odegaard got the shot off, but it was blocked. Ball tracked down by Anderson up to Dietz and then back to Anderson. Anderson looking for a man. He just sends it back to Dietz. Dietz trying not to get shaken off the ball by Simon. What a great job by Johnny Dietz to stay on it. Larson back up to Anderson. Anderson hesitates, tries to get around the defender, and the ball rolled out of bounds And I believe it was off West Fargo. They will say the same as the ball's thrown into Odegaard. Odegaard with 3 Packers on him. Can't win that battle. Olivier sends it forward. Closing in on the ball, it's Bush. Bush, though, sent it out of bounds. He just put a little too much on it, trying to work his way around the midfielder.
West Fargo did a nice job there in those past few attacks by Shanley of just getting bodies in front. We've seen a blocked kick and then just not being able to, or Shanley not being able to get anyone through that thick wall of defensemen for West Fargo. Nice job. Probably look for more of that to come.
Dietz's ball found its way into the West Fargo zone, and then a nice clear there by the Packer D. Packers with numbers in the Shanley zone. Fritz, though, was able to poke it away. Contact made, and they're going to get Max Bush there. Looked to be the right call. I think he kind of held Va there, perhaps incidentally. Nonetheless, though, will be a whistle. .220 left here in the first half. This will be a great opportunity for West Fargo, though. Just one goal could really give West Fargo a lot of confidence.
Especially going into the second half. You know, the second half is almost like a whole new ballgame. You get a chance to rest and recoup, kind of replan out what you're going to do for the next attack there. But a goal now would be huge for West Fargo.
Telvin Va's kick is met immediately by the Deacon defenders. He's been one of the best offensive players for the Packers so far tonight. That time, though, he just didn't get enough height behind the ball. Deacons in there fighting for it. Larson took a ball right to the midsection. He does get up, though. EC with it, working his way past Bush. Tang over to Hamza. Hamza up to Fritz Seville. Va could not get to it, and then it's headed out of bounds by Mike Noah. Throw in. Goes past Tang. He can't get back to it, and now the Deacons in control. Hansen trying to bust it out. He just sends it up and into the Packers zone. A good clear there by Miguel Hansen.
Ladies and gentlemen, and Alex, there's 1 minute remaining in the first half.
1 minute left now in the first half of play. Anderson with the ball, able to get past a couple of Packers. He's still on his feet, weaving through, and then he goes down. He was tied up there with Fritz Seville. Ball rolls out of bounds. Deacons will get an opportunity here to throw it in. Mike Noah surveys the field. The throw goes downfield, goes past Anderson. Larson trying to get to it and keep it in bounds. He cannot, though. And that ball last went off the Packers, so the Deacons are going to get a shot here at a corner kick with 20 seconds left in the first half. Max Bush will take it. Another good opportunity for Shanley. Bush's kick stays low to the ground, sent forward by EC. Bush gets back to it, tries to get it out in front of the net. He cannot. 5 seconds left, tied up with it. Bush couldn't get it away, and Va will just let the clock run out as that ends the first half. After 1 half of play, the Shanley Deacons lead the West Fargo Packers 4-0 and are looking real strong right now.
Yes, that is very true. Shanley's just been putting on the pressure all night, although West Fargo has looked strong towards the end of this first half, being able to kind of set up some plays in the offensive zone and looking a little stronger in front of their own net. That corner kick, getting bodies in front of the net. We've seen Shanley try and set something up, but West Fargo just with too many bodies up front. Look for some more of that in the second half. Shanley strong on the defense on the couple chances West Fargo has had. They've played nice defense, kind of stay at home, just your stonewall defense that Shanley is known to do. Look for that to continue in the second half as well. Very impressed by both teams.
So Shanley with a dominant display in the first half. However, if the Deacons can score 4 goals in 1 half, you better believe the Packers are more than capable as well. So don't go anywhere, folks. Should be a good finish here in store. Good evening, folks, and welcome back to North Dakota High School boys soccer action. I'm Jed Thomas alongside my partner Lucas Johnson. And before we get back to the game at hand, we got a real cool sight for you right now. You know, we always talk about the close proximity of Shanley and Davies, but I think this pretty much sums it up. If you look just to your south here at Cichy Stadium, you will see Davies illuminated right now as their boys soccer team is taking on Grand Forks Central. Just kind of a fun sight to see tonight. Back under the lights at Cichy Stadium, though, we've got a 4-0 lead for the home team right now, thanks to 2 goals from Jake Reinholtz, 1 from Max Bush, and another from TJ Anderson. So, Lucas, as West Fargo comes out now, tell me, what do you got to do if you're West Fargo to get back in this one in the last 40 minutes?
Well, Jed, we saw towards the end of that first half, they were doing a nice job keeping bodies in front of that net, not letting any balls through to their keeper. So look for that to continue again and just trying to get more possession time because that's a big deal in soccer on the Deacons side of things. You know, just keep doing what you're doing. Defense has been solid all night, and they've just possessed that ball for a large majority of the game. Should be a good half here as West Fargo looking to come out with a little chip on their shoulder.
And yeah, you know, I mean, if West Fargo can pick up where they left off in the last half, they could really get some points on the board soon. All right, we're back underway now in the second half as the Deacons look to continue rolling right now. As we mentioned, though, their offense did cool later in the first half as West Fargo picked up some steam. Shanley, though, going to try to come out firing on all cylinders here and expand their lead. Packers marching forward. Odegaard tied up there. He couldn't take that ball away. Ball sent upfield off the legs of Osman and out of bounds. Turnover to the Deacons. On the throw-in now for Shanley will be Matt Russell. Quick throw to Odegaard. Reinholtz now with it. He gets it upfield. Trying to get it to Dietz. Packer defense too strong. They come in and try to take it away. Ball still tied up on the far side right now. Shanley trying to come away with it. And that ball going to roll into center field. Odegaard has it now. Odegaard looking for TJ Anderson. Anderson couldn't get there. And Simon is going to send that one out of bounds, rolling along the bleachers. All right now. Deacons with an opportunity here in Packer territory. It'll be Hager on the throw-in. Hager putting this one high in the air on towards the Packer goal. Headed forward, Vaz there to bring it out. Va now bringing it upfield, trying to get past Bush. He does. He gets around Dietz and then sends it upfield. Osman chasing it down. Jared Fowler wins the foot race and pops it up high in the air. Deacons trying to get it out of their zone. Packers just trying to get it in there for really the first time this half. Deacons having a little trouble moving this ball out. Now the Packers come closing in. Great opportunity here for West Fargo. Russell trying to box out the man, and I think... Is that going to be an offsides call, Lucas?
You know, I can't tell right now, but that would be my guess.
We've got number 23 out on the field right now, which is Jared Fowler's number. But, folks, we believe that's Mike Noah. Not sure why the number changed from 11 to 23. But, once again, we think that's Mike Noah wearing number 23, just to clarify in case you're a little confused, because we were for a minute there. Throw in here from Luke Noah. Finds its way up to Bush. He let that one go to Odegaard, but then just had to put it out of bounds. And they're going to say that
one to Shanley.
It looks like, I think they'll say that went off the foot of a Packer player there, right as Bush kicked it out. The throw in from Hager goes up to Reinholtz, who gives it off back to Bush. Bush tied up, though. Va making a great effort there. Ball poked forward, and now the Packers come away with it. Osman has the ball. They've got numbers up the right side. Va trying to get to it. He could not. Simon sends it forward, but Fritz is in position. Noah tied up. He couldn't take it away. Tang trying to take it away from Mike Noah. Still going are the Packers. And finally, that one is cleared up and out by the Deacons. 36:30 left in the second half.
Some nice pressure here by West Fargo. We can see that they're really coming out with some fire, trying to set up a quick goal.
Hamza with the ball. He gives that one off to Viamungu. Viamungu looking to get around Noah. He does. Sends a ball upfield, but it's then taken away, and the Deacons are back in business trying to get this ball up into the offensive zone. Odegaard gets past Hamza. Anderson, though, was just a little too far in front of that ball. Simon now with speed gets around Hager. Simon moving in. Has a man. It's Va. Va goes down, but then gets back on his feet, trying to get past Luke Noah. Va has to go in and out, still on his feet. He was tripped up a couple times there. Hamza gets the ball past Noah. Ball popped forward there by Osman. Packers trying to sell this one down. Viamungu got to watch out. Anderson was closing in. He sends it up in the air, intended for Muhammad. Hamza lets that ball go by him. Tang couldn't get it. Odegaard gave it off to Anderson. Anderson sends it upfield. Ball headed up in the air. Reinhold's trying to get it under control. He cannot. Ball rolls up the far sideline. Closing in on it. The Deacons are. Dietz trying to get back to that ball. Dietz tied up on the far side. And now the Packers come away with it. This ball really going back and forth right now. Neither team can settle it down in each other's territory. Osman has Bush and Russell all over him. Still with it, though. And finally that ball goes out of bounds off of Matt Russell. Throw in up to Tang. Packers still trying to get a shot off here. You know, Lucas, they've gotten a lot of pressure on that Deacon net, but just no good shots.
And it has been some nice sustained pressure, too, something we didn't see in that first half. But like you said, no shots. It's tough to score when you don't shoot the ball at the net.
And oh boy, TJ Anderson took a spill there. Big contact made with Eliakim. And we'll see what the call is there.
I don't know if there was a call or if they just let that go out of bounds.
You know what, Lucas? I think you're right. I don't think the Deacons got a whistle there. It looks like Max Bush is going to give this one the kick from the corner. And, you know, it has been a pretty chippy game. It's been a lot of back and forth here. Both teams dishing it out in a close one. Reinholtz heads it up, and then that ball is sent downfield. Va trying to get to it, but Luke Noah intercepts. Noah with an opportunity. He had a look on the net, but then the ball's taken back by Va. Noah still with it, trying to get it in on goal. The ball bounces off a couple Packers and goes out of bounds.
Great job by Luke Noah there, reading that play, able to use his speed to get in front of West Fargo there, and able to turn that into an opportunity for the Deacons.
Just a reminder, folks, we are going to have that homecoming football game tomorrow at 6. And remember, the homecoming court will be introduced at halftime, and we'll bring that one to you. Some members of the homecoming court include our own Lucas Johnson and producer Gabe Thomas. Just a fun fact for you there. Throw in for the Deacons. Odegaard could not get a clean kick. He whiffed there. Odegaard going to get another opportunity, though, as he tries to settle it down. Ball couldn't find its way to Reinholtz. Anderson came streaking out, trying to get it back into the zone. Packers now making their move. West Fargo trying to get a good shot on goal here. Matt Russell, my goodness, what speed as he goes to the ground. And then a whistle is blown. And we'll wait to see what the call is.
Just an absolute battle there by Matt Russell. Looked to be at times was falling behind, but hung in there and able. I think he was the one that knocked that one out of bounds. Great job by Matt Russell.
And you know, that whole battle between Russell and Osman has just been so much fun because those two are just so fast. It's been really fun to watch those two race for those balls. Eliakim gets it back. Packers, though, I think are going to get a whistle here in their favor as Viamungu went down. He was tied up with a Deacon player. 32 minutes remain now in the second half. Telvin Va will kick this one. His last free kick attempt was met with a couple of Deacons right in front of the ball. See if he can get a clean one off here. Ball going right in towards the net, but a little too much on it. First time, not quite enough. This time, just a little too much. So Va still trying to find the
Emily
sweet spot.
Dietz, Taylor Airholt, Mariah Pablo, Katie Roberts, Lucas Johnson, Jasper Keller, Aaron Seafault, Gabe Thomas, and our king and queen, Colby Johnson and Hannah Mann.
Fowler
Let's
checks
hear
that
it
ball
for homecoming
downfield,
court.
goes off the head of Noah, rolls forward.
And
Reinhold's
remember,
trying to win the
tomorrow's
battle
parade
for
will be
it.
at
He heads it up.
4:30.
Anderson
That's
gets there.
Shanley
And the
Deacons
Deacons
homecoming parade
will try
tomorrow
to
at
reset, but a
4:30.
whistle will
Game is
blow
at
that play
6.
dead.
The homecoming court will be introduced at halftime and be live on ShanleyTV.com.
Packers now with an opportunity. Ball sent way downfield. A great ball there from Eliakim, but it bounces into the arms of Jared Fowler. And you know, Lucas, the Deacons are starting to get a decent amount of penalties here. And I starting to wonder, you know, Deacons maybe need to get their game back under control and just kind of get back in the rhythm they had in the first half, wouldn't you say?
That's right. You know, with a chippy game like this, you've got to be careful of some of the actions you take, and obviously you have to avoid the penalties because that gives West Fargo a chance to set up. So really try and avoid these penalties that Shanley's taking.
Eliakim got it down to Va. Va in a bit of trouble. He works his way past Noah, though. Va looking for a clear lane to shoot, and then Noah sends that one out of bounds. Once again, this Deacon defense just won't back down.
West Fargo again with some great pressure, just trying to pick away, trying to find their chances, but the Shanley defense is just too strong.
Packers send it in on goal, and that one just too high. West Fargo, though, is getting closer and closer now.
Let's welcome onto the pitch for the Deacons, number 2, Hunter Jeremic.
Hunter Jeremic coming in now. As the clock dips down under 30 minutes now to go in the game. The wind is still blowing strong. Oftentimes it dies down here in the later stages of the game, but tonight it is still going. And now it's in favor of West Fargo as they're attacking the net with the wind behind them. Packers doing a nice job passing this one around. Viamungu gets it upfield. Osman, though, couldn't make a play at it as it rolls past him and out of bounds. Matt Russell retrieves. The throw-in goes past Bush. Noah gets to it. Mike Noah busting it up center field now. Odegaard has it. Odegaard sends it upfield. Reinholtz has to double back and trying to get to it now. Reinholtz battled with Olivier. Olivier was able to get to it, though, and now Anderson is going to try to win his battle against Eliakim. Eliakim popped it up. He's boxing out Anderson, and then he sends it in towards his own goal. McKinnon slid to try to keep it in. It was a great effort, but it did go out of bounds.
Great battle there between Eliakim and TJ Anderson for that ball that was up in the air. Just a great job boxing TJ Anderson out. Just a great battle.
Max Bush now to take the corner kick here. Deacons trying to expand this lead. Bush's kick in towards the goal. The header is quickly consumed by McKinnon. Anderson with a good effort.
There's a little confusion out there.
But Bryce McKinnon able to get to it.
Mike Noah. 23 is Mike Noah.
Fritz heads it forward. Jeremic trying to get there for the Deacons. Hamza, though, came sprinting in and got to it. Noah, though, tied up with him, trying to take it away. The ball went out of bounds. Hamza going to throw in now. Tang is there. Tang bringing it forward, but he has it taken away by Odegaard. Odegaard looking for a man. He's got Reinholtz. Reinholtz advances the ball up to Jeremic. Jeremic now up to Anderson. Anderson trying to get past Olivier. That ball goes off of Olivier and out of bounds.
Smart play there, knowing that ball might go out of bounds and last touch by the Deacons. So just kicking it right into West Fargo, able to keep Deacon possession.
Ball sent downfield. Hager might be in position. It was just a little too short, though. Noah pops it forward. Ball goes flying back into the Deacon zone, and Luke Noah will let that one roll out of bounds. We have confirmed that 23 is Mike Noah. Thank you to PA announcer Al Hager for making that clarification there for us. Packers with an opportunity once again. It was Osman who had a look at it, and he's been really close all day. But now he's going to get a whistle blown against him for making a little too much contact there with Jake Fritz. Fritz quickly gives that one off to Matt Russell on the far sideline. Russell up to Bush. Bush over to Jeremic. Back to Russell. Fritz steps up, sends it downfield. Short ball up to Noah. Luke Noah moving in now, looking for a man. He's got Odegaard. Odegaard had that one knocked away by Hamza. Reinholtz back to Noah. Ball out over to Bush. Bush up to Anderson. It's going to be Jerolimic who moves in to get it. Jerolimic centering, and then the ball is sent away by Oliveira. Bush was there to meet it for the Deacons. Trying to get that one away there. Shanley cannot, though. Ball rolls out of bounds, although I believe they'll say that was off the Packers, so the Deacons will maintain possession. Quick throwing up to Bush. He's got to watch out. Osmond moving in. Bush and Osmond tied up. Osmond wins the battle. Odegaard comes in. He couldn't take it away. And then Osmond goes down there. He had a host of Deacons all around him, and they will whistle the Deacons there. Hamza gave that ball off to Viamungu. Tang back to Viamungu. Reinholtz bounced that one right back to Viamungu, and it rolls out of bounds. Hager going to take it here, and he throws up to Noah. Mike Noah caught up with Tang, centered up to Reinholtz. He just gives it off to Anderson. Anderson pops it up. Noah trying to track it down. It falls over to Reinholtz, and then that ball is poked away by Eliakim. Max Bush going to take this corner kick now. As the clock hits 25 minutes, West Fargo is going to be looking to try to get that ball back on the Deacon half of the field.
They're going to be looking to score here soon with only 25 minutes left. Every minute counts.
That ball kept on the ground. Nobody there for the Deacons. Noah able to get in, though, and box out Va. Noah comes in, gives off to Odegaard. He gives back to Hager. Hager's ball straight in on net, and McKinnon corrals it. McKinnon punts it high up in the air. That one going to fall right on the head of Luke Noah. That one goes once again way up and then is headed forward by Oliveira. Russell sends it downfield. And that one will just roll out of bounds as Wenninger lets it go. Oliveira to kick. Towards the near sideline, Noah got a piece of it, and then it just rolls out of bounds, but that did last touch a Deacon, so now West Fargo is going to have a real good opportunity, and it'll be Lucas Simon to throw it in. Simon, quick throw up to Tang. Tang and Osmond tied up. They can't get it. Fritz tried to send it out of bounds. He could not. Packers keeping the pressure on. Simon trying to center. Osmond now with it. Osmond looking for a man. Simon still can't take it away, and now Fritz sends the ball up and out of bounds.
Just a nice job of this Deacon defense, not getting scared away by these West Fargo chances that we hadn't seen so much in the first half, but now West Fargo is starting to put some pressure on. But again, a nice job by this Deacon defense, staying true to their game and not letting any of these by.
Simon throws in again. That ball goes past Eliakim, and Reinholtz poked it forward up to Anderson. Anderson clearing it way downfield, and it's going to roll out of bounds on the Deacons. We'd like to remind you that Shanley TV is made possible in part by the Shanley Athletic Club and their generous members. Check out their website today at shanleyathletic.club.com to learn how your membership contributes to Shanley TV, the Deacon Den, and many other student-athlete needs. While you're there, be sure to renew your annual membership by clicking the Join Now button, or become a member if you're not one already. It's easy to become a member and anyone can join, so sign up today. The Shanley Athletic Club, taking Deacon athletics to a higher level. The Athletic Club, of course, a great organization, one that we owe a lot to. Thanks to their generous donations, we are able to bring these games to you. So, folks, if you want to support Shanley TV and all Shanley athletics in general, please consider becoming a member of the Shanley Athletic Club. They're really doing great things there.
Boys. Look at them chase that ball down. Let's hear it for the Fargo Soccer Club.
The throw-in taken by Osmond. It's caught up in a couple of Deacons, and Russell sends it out of bounds. Shanley doing a good job of just kind of letting this game happen around them. Right now, they're just concentrating on not letting that ball get in towards their net.
It is important, though, too, Jed, to not play back on your heels. You are up 4-0, but still being able to keep the foot on the gas, maybe apply a little bit of pressure. Not so much play straight defense, but also get some chances of your own.
That's a good point, Lucas. Shanley can't get too comfortable here. That's something that you'll see a lot, really in all sports. When you build a big lead like this, especially early on, you can just kind of start to, you don't want to say get lazy, but you just don't want to get lazy. That's the thing. Got to stay strong, got to stay on your toes.
That's right. You kind of get comfortable in
Yeah,
any
back on the
situation, in
pitch,
any
number
sport.
4,
The moment you
Kristen
get comfortable
Larson,
is the
number
moment you're
18,
most
Miguel
vulnerable. So
Hansen.
look for the Deacons maybe to try and come with a little bit of an attack of their own. They just cannot afford to sit back on their heels the rest of this game.
Fowler boots it downfield over the head of Bush, comes out towards Lucas, or Lucas Simon, rather. Ball goes past Va. Noah closing in on it. He's trying to get it away from Va, and he will. Noah assesses the situation, looked to send that one out of bounds, and he got a break there as it went off the foot of a Packer. Noah to throw in. Hesitates, and then sends it downfield. That one, though, goes over the head of Bush. Packers with an opportunity. Simon sent it forward. Larson trying to clear. He cannot. And a whistle as the ball will be turned over to the Deacons. Fritz sends the ball over to Russell on the opposite side of the field. Russell moving up past the 40, gets it off down to Anderson, and then the ball is sent right back down by the Packers. Russell gives it right back up. Oliveira tried to get it away, and he did. And Oliveira has done a really nice job against Jake Reinholtz here in the second half and the last part of that first half.
That's right, Jed. This whole West Fargo team really looking improved from this first half, just not able to get a couple breaks there, and it is tough against this Shanley D with how solid they are, but looking a lot better than the first half.
And, you got to wonder if West Fargo had come out maybe more in this form early on, it could be a bit of a closer game right now. And, I'm sure that's something the Packers are just kind of kicking themselves about. But, you got to be happy with the way you've recovered because there are just not many teams that can come back and play the way West Fargo has, trailing big already in the first half they were.
That's right, and if they are successful and shut out this Deacon defense in the second half, that's something to be proud of. That doesn't happen very often. So looking on the positive side of things, they are playing well now.
It's the Packer offense, though, that has had trouble, and right now they got to keep trying to get that ball into the Deacon zone. It's all about chipping away. As the game has gone on, the Packers have gotten better and better chances, so you just have to keep working on it because, sooner or later, if you keep getting good chances, one is bound to go in. Anderson now with the ball. Great opportunity for Shanley. He's got some space. He gives the ball off up to Larson, who went down, tied up for that ball with Oliveira. Weaving in and out here, the Packers are, but then Larson came in to try to take it away. Oliveira sends it right back downfield. Larson heads it back towards the Packer net. Eliakim got it off downfield, and then Luke Noah sends that one way up into the stands and past the student section. Great turnout here for the Deacons, crowd-wise. A great student section tonight, a loud one, too.
Always get a good turnout, Jed, for homecoming week. Just a lot of fun to go to as many sporting events as you can and just have some fun.
And number 22.
It is, of course, homecoming week, and once again, a reminder, we will be broadcasting homecoming football tomorrow as the Shanley Deacons take on the Grafton Spoilers. That's been a fun rivalry to watch over the years in AA ball, and it should be a good one tomorrow as Grafton is getting better and better, it seems, as the season goes on. Packers send this ball deep into the Deacon zone past the 30, and then it's sent forward by Russell. Anderson closing in on it. It was headed forward, though, by Simon. That ball rolling out now into the Deacon zone. Fritz sends it upfield. Larson is there. Larson with a nice move. He gets it off up to Odegaard. Odegaard over to Bush. Bush now moving forward. Bush is tripped up and goes down. That ball rolling towards the out of bounds. And I think they'll whistle the Packers there for a little contact on Max Bush.
This will give Deacons a chance to set up, maybe get a little attack of their own, which we haven't seen much this second half. So if they can get something going here, be looking for another strong showing.
16:40 left in this game. Jake Fritz to take the kick for the Deacons. Fritz with a low kick out towards the Packer net. It just went by. Deacons did a nice job getting their heads on that ball, but it just didn't quite take the bounce they needed it to.
It was a nice kick there by Jake Fritz, keeping that ball low, because remember, they are going into that north wind. Still blowing quite heavily. I don't know if you can see that flag on the left side of your screen. Still blowing at a decent rate, so nice job by Fritz keeping that ball low.
Bush here to take the corner. Sends it high up into the air. The header from Reinholtz. Oh, it's almost in. My gosh. I don't think you can get much closer than that.
Must have been right off the post, Ched.
Packers almost had a great opportunity to bust it out, but Max Bush came in and took it away, and then he takes some contact there on the near sideline. Va made some contact with him there accidentally, it looks like. Bush goes down, and there's a whistle there on the Packers.
I'm seeing a yellow card in the ref's hand. Yep, a yellow card there for Va. Tough break there.
Va, of course, he's been one of the best offensive players there for the Packers. And right there, just another example of the physicality of this game. And it's always a big part of these close games between two good teams. Obviously, West Fargo down 4 goals here, just really trying to get to these balls and do anything they can to get back in it. And so you'll see a lot of that physicality there. Reinholtz did a great job getting his head on it, but it just didn't bounce really anywhere, and it rolls out in front for the Packers. Ball sent upfield, West Fargo trying to get something going now. Munger looking for someone. At center field, he's got Cichy. Cichy back up to Munger. Trying to get around Hansen. Munger now moving in. He's got Russell there, though, and Russell was able to poke it away. Cichy back to Hamza now. Hamza around Reinholtz. Dancing forward. That ball broken up, though, by Jerolimic. And the Packers cannot get that ball to stay in bounds. Samuel put that ball forward, perhaps looking for Fritz Seville, but it rolled out of play.
Deacons with a nice job there, setting up their own attack, but West Fargo now flipping it, and looks like they're starting to get some pressure of their own.
The throw from Noah went off the head of a Packer and into the bleachers, so Noah's going to try it again here. Don't forget, you can connect with Shanley TV on social media, get the latest updates about Shanley sports teams, plus reminders about upcoming broadcasts. Like our Facebook page today at facebook.com/ShanleyTV and follow us on Twitter at ShanleyTV. You'll see that Twitter handle in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. Highly encourage following us on Twitter and liking the page on Facebook. It's just a great way to get updates on games. Don't want to miss a broadcast. Packers now have the ball in Deacon territory. The throw-in goes straight to Simon. Ball popped way up in the air then by Bush and out of bounds. Packers throwing this one in again. Osman is there. Osman working around. He has Cichy. Cichy up to Samuel. Packers now with some pressure. Osman has it. He's able to get it past a couple defenders. Samuel in there trying to get it under control. Samuel tripped up, falls down. Simon gives it back. Packers retreat, regroup, and then the ball is sent in on goal, and Fowler grabs it.
Just a nice opportunity there for West Fargo, but just couldn't get the ball in the right position to get a shot off. Looked to be a little mishandle there. Gets tripped up by his own ball. Nice job by West Fargo setting up an attack.
Fowler's kick crosses the 50 there. Larson gives off to Bush. Bush advances up to Anderson. Anderson now working around the corner. TJ Anderson showing off that speed. Trying to find some space and center it, but the ball's poked out of bounds by the Packers. I think we'll get a corner there.
For your Deacons, number 11 on your scorecard and number 23 on the pitch, Michael Noah.
So it will be a corner, but it will be TJ Anderson to take it as Max Bush just subbed off. Anderson Loads up, sends it in towards goal. That ball, a great play made by the Deacons, but it bounces up and over the net. Second close call there for West Fargo in the last few minutes.
Just a couple nice attacks there by the Deacons, trying to give themselves some chances to knock a couple of headers in, but also a nice job by West Fargo's defense, not allowing them to get any clear shots at it.
So another corner here for the Deacons, this time from the opposite side of the field. Kicks up right on towards the net. Oh, that ball almost in, sent back. Oh, a redirect almost made it past McKinnon. But Bryce McKinnon looks really strong there, stretching out to make not one but two saves on a great opportunity for Shanley. Ball sent downfield now. Russell in there fighting for it. Matt Russell trying to stop the Packer advance. He's outnumbered, though, as West Fargo comes rolling in. Packers in a great position. Simon sends it forward. Osmond can't get the clean shot off. Simon sends it in on goal. And I think that hit the crossbar.
I think you're right, but...
Wow, that looked like it almost snuck in underneath.
I wonder, it looked like it was close. I wasn't going to say anything, but I think they called West Fargo for a handball.
Oh.
And if it would have gone in, it might have not have counted anyway.
Well.
But just another great attack there by West Fargo.
So an odd series of events there for the Packers. In the end, though, they can't get that ball in the back of the net, or I guess they can't get the goal on the scoreboard. I guess we're not sure if it ended up in the back of the net. But nonetheless, the Packers are still keeping their foot on the gas here. And we'll see if we can get a replay of that at the next break in play, because that was an interesting play that went down there. Wenninger gets the ball upfield. Packers going to try to get a goal here late in the game, just over 10 minutes left. They'd love to get on the scoreboard here. Easy moving in. He's got Larson on him. Nice pass upfield to Fritz Seville, but there's just a little too much behind it. And now we'll take a look at this replay. So you'll see Osmond move in, and then Simon gives back to Osmond, and then here's the opportunity for Simon, and unfortunately, we just can't see if that made it in.
Looked like they might have got the handball there on Easy. I don't know if you saw that, but at least took some of his forearm, but refs called it a handball there.
Fritz's ball works its way past Reinholtz. Anderson in there trying to take it away. TJ Anderson with some crazy moves there to get on that ball. Anderson working his way past the Packer D. Up against Eliakim. Tied up on the near sideline. A whistle, and that ball went out of bounds. Looks like it'll be a free kick here, though, for the Deacons. And it'll be Odegaard to take it. Deacons getting in position.
This is where their chances have come from tonight.
Odegaard in towards the net. That ball redirected, though. West Fargo D stands strong. It was Fritz Seville there who made the play. Fritz Seville now gets it upfield. Larson almost took it away, but Samuel's there as it goes through his legs. Samuel gets it upfield. Fritz takes it away and pops it into the stands. 8:50 on the clock. West Fargo barreling downfield. Fritz Seville's throw goes off the head of Osman. And now Jake Fritz for the Deacons tried to get that ball. A little contact made as Fritz goes down, and the ball rolls out of bounds.
And let's welcome back onto the pitch for the Deacons. Number 1, Wasi Odegaard. Number 3, Jack Haggard.
In EDC boys soccer play, the Fargo South Bruins defeat the Red River Rough Riders by a score of 1-0 in a tight one there. Just an update from EDC play. If we get any other scores in, we'll try to tell you what's going on around the state. Ball tied up on that near sideline, and now the Packers are bringing it out. Noah, though, with a great clear up to Reinholtz, and now Reinholtz moving forward. Jake Reinholtz gets it up to Odegaard, but that ball is poked away by Oliveira, who's had a great game defensively. Larson over to Noah. Noah looking for a man. It's intercepted, though, by Fritz Seville. Noah gets back to it to break the pass up. Fritz sends it forward, and the ball bounces out of bounds. Fritz Seville on the throw. He's got Osman. Osman looking for a man, weaving his way through traffic. Here comes Osman. Centering shot, headed up in the air, and Fowler tracks it down. Jared Fowler continues to stand tall in net. Fowler boots it downfield. Battle for the ball is won there by Monger. Deacons trying to take it away. Larson was caught up. He couldn't get it. Viamungu got it downfield. Packers still trying to get this ball back in the Deacon zone. They have come so close here in the last few minutes. They can just feel it. But the Deacons want to keep that shutout here. .6:30 now left in today's game. Shanley maintaining that 4-0 lead. They got 2 goals from Reinholtz there in the first half, 1 from Bush, and 1 from TJ Anderson. Ball sent forward by Oliviera, and then a great slide there to get it upfield. Osman now trying to get past this Shanley D. He went down, still on top of the ball, and then a whistle as it'll be Deacon ball. Under 6 minutes to go now. Fritz sends it down. Giving chase was Anderson, but the ball's checked forward and Larson takes it. Larson looking for Anderson. West Fargo defense doing a good job on the clear. Noah now running out of time. Got to find someone. Still able to hang on to it, looking for Reinholtz, just a little too much on it. Oliviera was there. He sends it up to Muhammad. Oliviera. Over to Fritz Seville. Hager comes in and takes it away, but it goes out of bounds. Whistle now, and we'll get a substitution.
Surgeon Cullum. Number 15, Corey Sather. And number 8, Zach Tang. And now back onto the pitch for your Deacons, number 5, Nadi Odegaard.
Some substitutions here for both teams as Fritz Seville will throw in. Looking for Tang there. Instead, it's Hamza in position for the Packers. Gets the ball off to Monger. Packers trying to mount an attack here. Corey Sather couldn't get the ball under control as it rolls out of bounds. Clock reads 4:30 now. Fowler kicking it off downfield, again into that wind. Noah able to get the header to give it a few more yards. Odegaard over to Odegaard to Noah, back to Odegaard. The Odegaards going back and forth here in good position. They get the ball up to Anderson. Anderson looking for a man. He circles back. Nobody there, but on the far side it looks like he has Matt Russell, and Russell's ball goes just behind the net and out of bounds.
Matt Russell knew exactly after he kicked that was a little strong and a little high. Kind of kicking himself for that, but a great opportunity there for the Deacons.
West Fargo really just hoping they can get that ball back in the Deacon zone because, again, they have just been so close. Just a couple calls, a couple of shots that have gone off the crossbar. Just a whole combination of unfortunate events there for West Fargo has kept them off the scoreboard. But, of course, you have to give credit to the Deacon defense, the main reason why they're not on there so far. West Fargo, though, continues to battle. The header from Noah goes into the stands and pops right back down onto the field. Fritz Seville will throw in. Sather trying to keep it in bounds. Nice job there, but Odegaard was right there for Shanley. Muhammad gets it upfield. Noah takes it away. Nadi Odegaard is there. Odegaard looking for Noah. The ball was sent back by a Packer defender. Tang with it now for West Fargo. Tang up to Muhammad. Muhammad gets past Hager. Noah on his back, putting the pressure on. Mike Noah sends it upfield. That ball tied up, and now Lermo has it, but a whistle blows the play dead. 2:30 on the clock now. Packers continue to work in the Shanley zone. Matt Russell has the ball now. He gets it up the near sideline. Eliakim, though, was there to take it for the Packers. Muhammad will throw in. Muhammad on the throw, and there was a whistle, though, before he could get it off. And now it'll be Eliakim to throw the ball in. His throw into center field. Nadi Odegaard took it away. He tried to kick it behind his back, but he got tripped up and fell. Hamza cannot get past Noah. He circles back. Wasi Odegaard is there, but still the Packers keep it in their possession. Muhammad moving in. Noah forces him back. The Odegaards patrolling center field. They're able to take that ball away. Wasi Odegaard now up the near side. That ball poked back to Hager. Hager looking for a man. It goes off the foot of Muhammad, and now Fritz Seville gets it under control. Jake Fritz for Shanley in there now, and he sends that ball out of bounds past Corey Sather. In boys soccer, Century defeats Jamestown 2-0 in the WTA conference play.
There's 1 minute remaining in regulation time.
Less than a minute left in regulation. Jared Fowler to boot this ball downfield. Fowler's ball, a short one into the wind. Taken there by Tang, and now Russell takes it away for the Deacons. Matt Russell getting it upfield. Odegaard closing in, working against Eliakim. Oliveira is there. Oliveira circles around, but he can't get past Odegaard. Ball out of bounds, 30 seconds on the clock. Oliveira throws in. The Packers trying to mount one last attack here on the Deacon net. Kulum has his ball go downfield. Choi trying to box out Sather, and Fowler covers it up. 15 seconds left now. Jared Fowler, another boot downfield. Bouncing at the 45. Odegaard takes it away for the Deacons. He's tripped up. Tang has it. Clock winding down. Noah will let this bounce forward. And with that, the game is over in a very hyped up game between two of the best teams in the state. Shanley uses an offensive flurry in the first half to come away with a 4-0 lead. And Lucas, we've got two great teams here meeting up late in the season. State is just around the corner. What are the implications here for the rest of the season going forward?
Well, Jed, the Deacons look really strong out there with their offensive presence, their ability to possess that ball for most of the game. Really look for that to be a threat towards the coming state and EDC marks. For West Fargo, though, although they did let up 4 goals early on, towards the end of the first half and into the second half, they looked really good. They were strong. They got some chances on the Deacon side of the field, and their defense did play very well that second half. So look for West Fargo to come away with this one, learning some and improving towards EDC and state.
So Shanley continues rolling now, and right now their game plan is really to just keep doing what they're doing. The Packers, meanwhile, get only their second loss of the season, and once again, it is to Shanley. These, once again, though, are two real good teams who we could see again at state, and, you know, it could really be a different outcome. We just don't know. At the end of the day, though, the Deacons take it 4-0. Jake Reinholtz finishes the day with 2 goals and an assist. Just another regular night for Jake Reinholtz. Before we go, don't forget, we've got homecoming football tomorrow. Be sure to get on social media, folks. Retweet that stuff, share it. Be sure to get the word out. It should be a great game against Grafton. We'll also have the homecoming court introduced at halftime. Remember, that's at 6 p.m. start time. A big thank you to our crew for such a great week of work that'll wrap up tomorrow. Worked a lot of games and have worked very hard. Thank you, everyone, for a great homecoming week so far. For Lucas Johnson and our entire crew, I'm Jed Thomas. Your final score from Fargo, the Shanley Deacons 4, West Fargo Packers 0. To watch the archived version of this entire game and our other broadcasts, go to ShanleyTV.com. The proceeding has been a presentation of Shanley TV.